No problem. I want to remind everybody the standards of conduct. It's on the agenda. I'll just mention a couple. The board does have the right to limit public discussion time. Those responses will be limited to 3 minutes. Issues will be addressed in a courteous, professional manner, and this meeting will be conducted in accordance with the Robert Rules of Order. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Wiley for her superintendent's report.
I would like to welcome everyone. I'm just so excited to welcome the parents, the teachers, and the staff that are on. I'm Gail Wiley, the community superintendent, and I just saw my superintendent from Pac West, Dr. Jeff Arrington. So I would like to introduce Dr. Jeff Arrington. Welcome, Dr. Arrington.
Thank you, ma'am. I apologize. I'm on a phone this evening, so not in video, but thank you for the opportunity to say hello to our school board members, and please proceed.
Okay, thank you, sir. Well, my report is to give information on our enrollment for virtual and in person and total enrollment. Starting out, students leaving virtual learning and coming to in-person for semester 2. For Andersen Elementary School, we have 49. Andersen Middle School, we have 15. Guam High School, we have 22. McCool Elementary Middle School, we have 43. A total of 129 students returning to in-person learning from virtual. Virtual instruction, we have Andersen Elementary School, 93, Andersen Middle School, 32, Guam High School, 60, McCool Elementary Middle, 78, a total of 225. In-person instruction, Andersen Elementary School, 712, Andersen Middle School, 233, Guam High School, 424, McCool Elementary Middle School, 749, a total of 2,118. Full-time students, 2,289. Homeschool with specials, 22. Homeschool registered to use facilities, 55. Total enrollment for Guam schools, 2,366. In-person instruction, 1,954. Virtual instruction, 412. And I would like to also say, finishing up, that I go to all of the schools at least. I try to go at least once a week. And I have seen such improvement in the students and their social distancing, standing outside, waiting to go in. I was at McCool yesterday. I was so impressed with the third graders and the kindergartners. They were standing out. They were social distance. They had on their masks. It was just wonderful to see. At the high school today, it was raining cats and dogs, and the students were trying to social distance out under the overhang at the high school. Everyone that came in, with the exception of one, used the hand sanitizer to wash their hands. The principals, the administrators, they have done, and teachers, of course, have done an exceptional job in working with our students. And I know the parents are also, because every kid has on a mask. I was walking in the rain coming from my office to the high school. The kids in the rain, they had on their masks. I am just so proud of our students. Thank you. And support staff, of course.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Wiley. Appreciate that update. We'll move on to the principal reports, and we'll start with our host tonight, Andersen Elementary School, Dr. Warren Barnes.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Well, I have to tell you that our AES Kiss and Drop program is getting smoother each and every day. We have approximately 55 to 60 cars participating on a regular basis. And it's a wonderful way to show kindness, which we extend to our outer island Micronesian friends. The movie Operation Christmas Rock is now available on Netflix for your viewing, and it is a delightful story about this fantastic outreach project. It is such a monumental enterprise, and so many volunteers assist with preparing the crates and filling them with a variety of items. So please consider donating to this worthy cause before the November 30th deadline. Currently, the clothing quota has been met. So Andersen Elementary School is continuing to post more information about this project on the AES Facebook page. The AES Holiday Spirit Week is fast approaching. Details for our Holiday Week experience were posted in the AES November 13th newsletter, and the information also appears on the AES Facebook page. And just as Ms. Bobby stated, I too am very proud of the way our children are navigating in their. So thank you, parents, and everyone who's helping to make our return to brick and mortar very successful.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Next, we'll have Andersen Middle School, Ms. Baxter Oakley.
Hello. Well, just recently we honored our students our first quarter row, which were presented during the advisory classes. Which were presented during the advisory classes, and we also had our sixth grade do our Dragon Pride Award for students, and also our school advisors do a challenge to eighth grade. They just had a brief ceremony where they did a challenge among the advisory classes, and the class that went the advisory challenge gets the large trophy to keep in their enrollment so they come to their next advisory challenge. And so we're learning and growing with our COVID measures and things that we need to move upon. And so we're working to make sure that our students continue to follow good tips for a safe experience.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Appreciate that. Next, Ms. Pulliam, Poole Elementary Middle School.
So our school pictures begin November 30th through December 3rd. We also have school coffee Friday, and we send out the Google links, so we look forward to seeing everybody. We just want to thank everybody for all their support that they have given us. The past 3 weeks have been wonderful. We've cut down how long it takes to get kids in and out of the building, and we really want to tell you how much we appreciate all your assistance. So thank you.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. And last but not least, Guam High School, Mr. Sheedy.
Good evening, everyone. This is Mr. Sheedy. Dr. Trish is on the screen. We're not going to let him talk tonight. Some highlights for the month of November. Buses are running, teachers are teaching, students are learning, lunch is free, and safety is our priority for our teachers and students. We have our first quarter honor roll coming up this week. We're doing it virtually through our CCTV. We're doing 9th and 10th grade tomorrow and 11th, 12th grade on Friday morning. I'll brag a little bit. Out of the 465 face-to-face and virtual students that we have, 338 of them are on the honor roll. That means they have a 3.0 GPA or higher. And that's 73% of our students. So we got, Dr. Trish, we got some work to do. We got to get that higher. We also are very happy to announce that our newest extracurricular opportunity for our students is our esports club that Mr. Lee, our new video common coding teacher, is going to be running. And our goal with our esports club is to turn it into an e-club. It's our esports varsity team next year for our school and our students. So we're very excited about that opportunity. Besides that, Panthers.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Sheedy. Thank you, principals, for those reports. We'll move on to new business. So most of these are going to be emails that we fielded over the past couple of months. First is our school board email, and we are starting to get more emails through that. So that is good. It's guamschoolboard@gmail.com. All the school board members have access to that, and we'll get your response, or at least acknowledge receipt, and get it out to the right people to get your response. Next, there was a question about student bus count. Melanie, do you remember exactly what that?
Yeah, they're inquiring on how the busing is going. The was asked for the Admiral to do the distance for on the bus.
This is Stephanie Grayla.
Miss Wiley, I couldn't hear her question.
Sorry, Stephanie, it's Melanie Reed. So the question is more of wondering how the buses are doing when the Admiral asked for it to be a lower count of children riding the buses and parents and taking their children to school.
Yes, ma'am. So currently on the Andersen Elementary Middle School route, we have a 24% bus ridership. At Guam High School, we have a 26% bus ridership. At McCool Elementary Middle School, we have a 35% bus ridership. We base the average ridership off the bus registration enrollment numbers and number of students riding the buses on the AM and the PM routes daily. The elementary and middle school routes are 65 student capacity buses, and the high school bus routes are 52 student capacity. Does that answer your question, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, appreciate that. Moving on to the next one. I think the next two kind of go together. Ms. Pullen, I think it's going to be with you. So PE student attire at McCool Middle School, and then a request for private areas for hygiene and such after their PE time frame. If there was more to that question, please.
Under the understanding is that we don't have access to our lockers like we stated in our last school board meeting for PE in the pool. Is that still? They can use a locker, but only a couple of times. Okay. But they need to ask. They need to ask. Okay. They need to ask, and they can pay a couple of people in there, but they can't use showers. They can't use lockers if they want to change their shirt. No form of use of the locker. Okay.
And I think that was part of the question, changing shirt and
Yeah.
hygiene with deodorant and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Private. Okay, thank you, ma'am. The student lunch question, I'm not familiar with that one. Was that through Gmail?
Yes, they are curious if there is an option to have cold lunch varieties or cold sandwiches, ham and cheese, PB&J. Because the school lunches are served in hot to-go containers, there's sometimes very warm and constipating.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Again, I can't hear your question.
I got you.
Sorry, Stephanie. So the question was posed if there was an opportunity to have cold lunch varieties for sandwiches, deli sandwiches, meat and cheese, or maybe peanut butter and jelly. Some of the lunches are really warm and they're to-go styrofoam containers, and they're condensating when the children are getting them. It makes them a little bit inedible.
Yes, ma'am, I can run this question by Nextcom and see if we can do something. I know as the children go through the line, they are given options of what they want in that to-go container, and then they go immediately to the table and consume their lunches. So, but this is a question I will pose with our vendor Nextcom.
Thanks, ma'am.
On the lunches, this is Kenya Ellis. On the lunches, has there been any kind of situation where you run out of food on certain meals? You run out of food, especially at Guam High. My kids go there, so they made a report to me that sometimes food runs out, maybe at the beginning, or has that been resolved?
Ma'am, that's the first time I'm hearing of meals running out or anything running out. Is it a certain entree maybe that's running out?
The popular food.
I can address that. I think the first week
So when you move the mic, it you guys can move to the mic. It is on the way.
So I know the first week of school, and Dr. Church, you can back me up on this. I think the first week and maybe the second week, some of the entrees were more popular than others, and they may have run out of them. But they've always been enough. There's always been food for students, and I haven't had a problem the past 2 weeks as far as I know.
Okay, thank you everybody for that about the lunches. A question was posed about the alphabetical seating for students at McCool during lunch, which we discussed a little bit. Discuss.
So according to the Department of Health, we need to be able to trace our students. In order to be able to trace where children have been sitting, we need to make sure they're put in the same order that they come from their classroom. We're required to have a seating chart so that we know exactly who was next to who, and so that we can trace those children a lot easier if something comes up, they need to be traced. So that's the reason why.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Perfect. And then the last thing we have on new business is if anybody had any report on the October 3rd, 2020 tabletop that was held, we're kind of past that now, but I don't know, was there an actual question for that or?
They had just mentioned they were doing that and they would give us update at our last report.
Oh, okay, okay.
It was very interesting. We learned a lot of new things and several nuances that we needed to adjust. So we were very thankful for that exercise because it allowed us to think through things a little bit differently and think through things that we had not thought of prior. So it was a great experience, and we're going to continue to do those types of things.
Thank you, appreciate that. Okay, we'll move on to old business. We're going to keep the school board meetings on there. It just shows our upcoming meetings and the ones that we completed. The DoDEA virtual student access to Guam school libraries. I believe I saw an answer to that somewhere.
It was asked in our last meeting through the internet, and they were saying, at that time we were in HP Time Charlie, so no one had access to the libraries. And so we assumed that they would have access once we did go to Bravo, and so I was just following up to see if that was still happening or okay for them to do.
We have not opened the information center for children to actually come in. However, our information specialist has made it so that the children can get electronic books and they can check them out that way. And so that's what we're encouraging parents to do until such time that we are ready to have children physically come into the information center.
Absolutely. So he's delivering books. So they go online to Destiny Discovered, they load their book, and then he checks them out.
Okay.
And then he will deliver them to the classroom. Every once in a while, we will have someone in there to help, like a kinder kiddo that kind of needs some help, and he'll do like a one at a time type of deal. But mostly they're doing it online, and then they're delivering them to the classroom.
And Melanie, we're also providing for our homeschool kids and our virtual students. They're all allowed to check those out. And if they want to come by the school, the mom, she has them ready in the front office.
Yes.
Awesome. I think we can close that one out.
Yeah.
Okay, the two school facility updates, Andersen, anything that we need to keep this on the agenda for?
Well, we sent an update, and I can keep copy, I sent it to you. You have the update on the facility. And then you can read that. And I think you can keep it on because they're not complete.
They're not complete, okay, okay.
Yes,
You want an update on the
yes.
So in the pool, they have power washed. They had to go back and re-power wash. And so now they have a system up. So they have almost the whole elementary side power washed, and they've started painting in the back. This week, they're supposed to finish the pool sign in the front and start on the middle school side. So now that they're organized, it should go a lot better. It's looking pretty good
It's
though.
amazing what the building looks like.
Oh, yeah, it's unreal, yeah.
Thank you for
So,
that.
and then our roof at the same time is being repaired, so they've been working on the roof, and they came and met with us yesterday about the PA system. That's still up in the air, how they're going to do it, when they're gonna do it, but it's on the list.
I'll put that in the meeting minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to update.
And then I think the uniform dress code is something from the last school board that y'all are still keeping on here.
Because Guam High School is in 1 year, so we just gonna continue to look at the dress code for that. And at the end of the year, we will go and see if we're gonna continue the dress code. It seems to be going well, right?
It actually is going very well, and it's one less stress that we have to chase kids down about what their attire is. They've been very good about their attire, so I'm very happy with that.
Okay. All right.
I haven't seen anything inappropriate when I did.
All right, we'll move on. I appreciate everybody's input on the new business and old business. We'll move on to the stakeholders report. Do I have anybody for the youth director on? How about the CDC director? School liaison, Ms. Askey. How about the ombudsman, Janelle?
I'm on JRM Ombudsman Assembly Chair. I have nothing to add tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We still don't have a name for the Navy Officer Spouse Club. Oh,
Yes, we're working.
we'll work on that. Team Andersen Spouse Club. Not hearing anything. Okay. Guam High School Student Representative.
Hi, I'm here actually, if I can say a few things. Hi, everybody. Good evening. I'm Alora Sotomo, the Guam High Student Government President. I just wanted to give like a quick, brief status and update on our upcoming events we have planned. For the most part, we've been brainstorming activities and fundraisers to engage students and hopefully raise school spirit. We began a Panther Fresh Friday where we encourage students to wear blue, yellow, gold, or any JHS apparel. It was actually Mr. Sheedy's idea, so thank you. We encourage them to wear it on every Friday of the week, so I'm hoping that we get more participation soon. I know that there has been a lot of new students recently, so some may not have JHS apparel now, but I know that most of the class councils have began their class apparel designs, which means those who are new to JHS and those are returning will have the opportunity to purchase some soon. Speaking of fundraisers, I just wanted to announce that the junior class is hosting a Pyology fundraiser on December 2nd, 2020. The poster will be hopefully on the bluff and posted throughout the school as soon as possible, or the bluff on Friday and posted throughout the school as soon as possible. I also wanted to mention our November and or / December events. We have a canned food drive and a tree of hope. I'm just going to briefly describe them real quick. I hope you don't mind. But the canned food drive, we are collaborating with ROTC. We're encouraging students to donate any canned foods available. The deadline is tentatively scheduled to be the first or second week of December. We are planning to donate the collected cans to Operation Christmas Drop, and another tentative organization is Salvation Army. Our Tree of Hope event, we have been hosting this for the past couple of years, so I'm not too sure if some of you are familiar with our event, but this is where we set up a tree in the IC to hopefully engage GHS students, families, faculty, or staff to help local organizations in need. We've contacted organizations like Erica's House and Harvest House. We called them and they gave us a list of possible items we could donate. We plan to have ornaments with 3 or 4 items, and then we'll space it out and we'll copy them and we'll hopefully have more ornaments on the trees. We plan to have the tree up by the end of November, and then we plan to deliver all of the donations we receive by just the beginning or just the end of or the middle of December. But other than that, students have been trying their best to adjust to brick and mortar, just as the faculty and staff. But I know we're all trying our best, so thank you, everybody, and I appreciate you all. But other than that, that is all we have, so thank you.
Thank you for that update. Appreciate it. Okay, next is the Guam High School Booster Club. Ms. Soul? I think you're on mute.
All right, can you hear me? Okay, I'm pretty new to this, so I'm trying. Guam Booster Club is just hitting the ground running. We were voted in. We had some lovely people that stepped up. So I'm the secretary, and I was the secretary towards the end of last year. Erin Dill's the president. Kim Romer is the vice president, and then Alba Hayes Ayala is the treasurer. And we were just voted in last month, and we are pretty excited. We voted to give some money to the eSport so they could buy 2 Nintendo Switches so they can start getting rolling with their stuff. And then we also voted to give some money to the school to buy I think 30-foot by 40-foot kind of tent that'll be used a lot out for a lot of different reasons. So we had money in the account, and we're like, that's what it's there for. So we have a lot of different ideas. I'd love to talk with the student representative and see any ways we can help, because that's what we're here for. We did get together real quick last night and put together some stuff to give for honor roll kids. And then we're hoping that we can do something on December 4th for the teacher workday, a snack attack. And Mr. Sheedy, Dr. Trish has been great about letting us know what we can and can't do when we're following all the rules. And we just have parents itching to help. So it's exciting. So if any of you have kids at the high school, please join. We would love to have new members. We put a call out for people to help with Picture Day, I think in December 8th and 9th on Facebook. And within an hour, we had 4 people that said that they wanted to work. So I think parents are wanting to give their time and to help out. So that's been really, really good. So yeah, other than that, we're just generating ideas and trying to do all we can to be a support to the school. And my plan is, I have a son who's in sophomore, so I hope to be involved through his senior year. We should be here. So I just want Booster Club to be as strong as it can and to support the school in any way we can. And that's it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Next up is Andersen Elementary School PTO, Ms. Buffington.
Hi, yes, good evening. I hope that the members of the school board and the guests were able to see the new artwork installed in the front atrium. We have a beautiful new mural that was designed and installed by a group of active duty airmen with a partnership with the PTO. And the mural turned out better than we could have imagined, and it really transformed that front atrium space. And we're really proud that the school community now is able to see it and enjoy it. We have fall pictures scheduled for November 30th through December 3rd. Virtual students will be photographed on Tuesday, December 1st in the afternoon. And finally, we'll be having a contactless book fair the week of December 14th through the 18th. It will be after school hours in front of the school. More details to come, but it will be a great opportunity to purchase Christmas presents for students. We have the books here on island, and you'll be able to take them with you, and it will help support the PTO with our limited fundraising opportunities this year. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Andersen Middle School, Ms. Figgins.
So on behalf of the Andersen Middle School PTO, your updates are that they are currently selling the following items to bring in, to bring in money for the school. They're selling spirit shirts for $10, drumsticks for $5, instrument reeds for $2 to $3, mask lanyards for $2. Coming soon, they are going to have AMS face masks with the AMS logo on them, and they're selling hoodies and jackets as well. Given the situation, the sales of foods will not be an option right now. And mask lanyards were purchased for all the AMS staff as a November Thankful for You gift. And we are currently working on holiday treats for staff as well as being open and available to assist the school with any needs that may arise.
All right, thank you. And next, McCool PTO, Mr. Beard. Hearing none? Okay. All right, thank you, stakeholders. Appreciate all the information, and we'll work on tracking down a couple of names there. So at this time, we want to open it up to an open forum. I'll just remind you that speakers are limited to 3 minutes. So if there's any questions out there, just come off mute, and we'll try to go through one at a time. Sure.
So I actually have something really important to say. So Tarsha Washington is our new assistant principal. Say hi, Tarsha. And heartfelt Renee Sharkey's leaving us. She's accepted a position at West Point, so she'll be leaving us before Christmas. And we are gonna miss her terribly. So good luck, Renee, and welcome, Tarsha.
Thank you, Ms. Polo, and welcome.
Miss Sharkey.
Yeah, Ms. Sharkey, do you have anything?
Thank you so much. I'm going to miss being part of the Guam family. I've had such a wonderful time these last 4 years, and I truly feel like you guys are all my family. So it's bittersweet. It's very bittersweet. But thank you so much, everyone.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? And sorry, you can also write something in the chat. I didn't mention that. Okay, not hearing anything. Anything in the room from anybody? Nothing. Say Brown. Ms. Pullum, anything else? Yeah. I want to say, I guess, on behalf of the school board, we're here to help in any way we can. So please, we're in contact with Ms. Wiley pretty often through email. But if there's anything we can do more to help support, I think that's why we all joined and we're all here. Yeah, the setup was here, Andersen Elementary. Thank you very much. The setup here has been good tonight, so appreciate it. Hopefully, maybe in February we can do a real in-person. Who knows?
Special thanks to Mr. Alejandro Boulier for helping us.
And I would like to ask if Dr. Harrington would like to say something.
No, ma'am. Excuse me. Thank you for letting me join this evening. I always appreciate the opportunity and glad such wonderful things are happening and you work together well there as a group. Thank you for letting me join.
Okay.
Is Mr. Graham on?
Yes, he is.
Oh, I didn't see Mr. Graham. Mr. Graham, would you like to say something? He's our wonderful chief of staff.
I just want to say I enjoyed attending the meeting tonight. Lots of wonderful things going on in all of our schools, and it's delightful always to hear about the many activities in Guam. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Graham. I'm sorry I did not see you, so thank you for participating with us. We really appreciate that.
Okay. And then before